Well, another Allis update. This is when you buy used equipment. This is kind of what you run into. Trying to be done with the video series here on the Allis situation. However, if you remember on the video I posted, we repaired this and this. Everything else appeared to be in okay condition. No real situation happening there. And so I was out doing about 40 acres of cultivating today. And it's a nice cloudy, overcast day, which is great here because we haven't had rain in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then a little rain, and then 5 more weeks of no rain. It was pretty terrible the end of the year here. But we're out ripping, and the ground's pretty hard, tearing up ground. And I got about finished. I had like maybe 2 passes left, and bam. There, and back there. If you look here, these idiots used a bolt to make up the gap and welded a bolt to it. I mean, in a pinch, gotta do what you gotta do. But I mean, that's why it keeps breaking. I mean, that's literally why it keeps breaking. That weld was never right. It was never gonna hold. It was never intended to do that. It's just, you know. And I've got the makeshift clamp there. We have the actual factory ones coming from Agco to replace, because there's one there that's correct. But that's our temporary patch. Even we go above and beyond, put 1/2 inch on it to temporarily, and 1/2 inch bolts to temporarily solve a problem to some extent, I would say usable. But it is what it is. So, you know, just another day of farming. As I said in the last video, you really got to love this job. When the whole day goes well, and then the last, 15 minutes, you're about done. Which happened to me yesterday. We were about finished. It happened to me yesterday. So here's what we did to get by for the day. I'm sure you saw it. I just didn't point it out. We used the chain. It's one of my small snatch chains. We just used to pick stuff up. And a ratchet. Lock ratchet. Cam lock ratchet, whatever you call these. I can't think of the name of it. It's slipped my mind right now. Anyway, so we just sucked it together and used that binder. That's what it is. And a chain binder. And we just got it locked down in position to get us through the day, and it never moved. That's exactly where it was when I chained it. So I ripped another probably 3 hours with it like that. Turned out the ground I was doing over there was a little more to it than I expected, which is no big deal. More the better. More the merrier, in my opinion. So we can actually have some, area right around the area we live in. There's not a lot of cropland. There's a little west, a little east. The area we're in here's a lot of trees, whole lot of trees. Unless someone's gone through the effort of clearing out the trees. And then there's cattle everywhere. So all the ground, like today I'm ripping ground that was given to us to use. We recently acquired, and they had cattle on it for years. And then it was prairie field. And then they were buying hay off of it. And then it went back to cattle. So it's just super hard packed. The Allis goes right through it. The 7050 tears right through it. The machine had zero effort. I mean, it worked, don't get me wrong. I actually ran with the windows down today. It was so nice. Got air conditioning. The dust was so low. Floor's dusty, but I mean, we've reconditioned this entire tractor, updated the AC and all that, but it works fine. I just thought, it was a beautiful day outside. The clouds were out instead of the sun for once, and it was a nice cool day. It's only 57 degrees, so it was a nice cool day to have the windows out. I think it looks cool too. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. It's another little short video of us, another day in the daily grind of farming. We hauled the windrower to a job, and yes, we're still cutting and baling brown grass. A lot of these cattle producers and goat guys and stuff, they just need it for forage for these guys to chew on, and they still liquid feed or pellet feed or cube feed or whatever version that they see fit in their operation. But I went ahead and delivered that in one of our lots over a Mustang that we do. 400 acres. So I've got to go start on that Monday. And then tomorrow I've got to plant. I may try to get some in today, but it's dark in an hour. By the time I get the seed, which is back there, you can't even see it behind the baler. It's actually in our grain cart. Out of the grain cart, pumped into a bag, and then into the planter, which is over in the barn, the hay barn, which is where we store our hay for the winter, for just our cattle. It's over there, you can't even see it, but it's over there, and then the pecker wheels are off of it. I wouldn't even have time to get it done today. So I'm gonna start tomorrow morning, bright and early, and I might get some footage of us running the 8840, I think it is, 8800. I can't remember the model of the drill we have, but I'll do a little work with it tomorrow. We'll use the LS. It requires no horsepower to do that. Modern tractor, more comfortable to ride in. This is way too big of a tractor, and the fuel consumption is quite a bit compared to what that little LS will run for us. Anyway, little short video, nothing spectacular here, just some random rambling, but that's kind of how our day goes here on the farm. The next up on this repair, we're just trying to get through the season with this machine, but then they did this. Look at that cobbled, you know, oh my God, you know, these people live way out in the middle of nowhere in Iowa. I'm sure it wasn't real close to get to the nearest place, and they had steel laying around. I mean, they had angle iron in here. They just slapped and it just spackled on there anything they could find. If I don't do that, we may just take that over to our welder Dusty and drop the whole thing off and let him fix that. Break over there and just redo the tongue. Give him a week with it or so and see if he can knock it out for us. Just all depends on our motivation level and how busy we are. It's hard for us to do anything anymore. And then I still got to haul hundreds and hundreds of bales of hay. No end in the sight for farmers. And then I've got to haul cattle off to auction. It's just never ending. Anyway, just a little fun backstory into the day in life of what we do here on farms. And I'm just a small farm. I only have about 100 acres here, and then we farm about 2,000 to 3,000 depending on, you know, leases and so on and so forth. So anyways, we're trying to keep up, and here we go. See you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. Like I said in a previous video, we are trying to put out some content, some suggestions, some stuff you guys want to see. That'd be helpful too. Anything like that, some stuff that we're not getting that you guys think might be viewer worthy. I'll be glad to see it in the comments and try to do something about that. But other than that, we're gonna keep rolling on. Thanks, guys.